What's going on, Tamers? It's your boys, Dan and Mike, the hosts of DigiPod, the digital podcast. As y'all can see, there's a certain someone missing.
A bum, some might say.
Exactly. We decided as a collective of Mike and I, Dan and Mike and Dan, however you want to call it, for today, to cut out Varney, because we felt that he was holding us back from our true potential as podcasters. You know what I'm saying?
He truly was. Bro, so tell me this. I was like, yeah, if you're too busy, you need to postpone whatever we can. He was like, I'm just too busy this week, blah, blah, blah. This dude's in our other group chat, nonstop texting about wrestling. Like, you ain't that busy, bro. You're just watching wrestling. Like, what do you fucking mean? Like, what is this about, bro?
Yo, he said, that shit is fake. What are you doing? Stop watching it.
Yeah, he was like, I'm really busy. Like, no, you're not. Liar.
Yo, that's a whole fact. That's a whole
Crazy.
Fact. Speaking of group chats, right? Yo, why do we have like the collective of like 4 or 5 of us in like 5 different group chats? It's like we're all just talking about the same shit, just in different group chats.
Every single group chat. It's literally the same people in every single group chat. Why are we in so many different ones?
Yo, we have our DGU group chat. For anyone who does, obviously y'all don't know, like when we talk about our stuff, we always have a DGU group chat messenger. But we're also in the same different group that's us 3 plus a different person. And then we're in another group chat with us 3 plus 3 other people, and then we're in a giant group chat, which is the Big East group chat for Digimon, with us 3 plus 4, because Gino's in it now too. Gino's in it too. He's in some of these group chats as well. Yeah, and we're just be running these group chats. It's just so funny.
Bro, I had to start muting everything on my phone. I'm like, y'all are killing me at this point. There's too many. I can't even read them all. If I were to read every group chat, I think throughout the day, I would literally not get anything done. In fact, there's been days where I don't get anything done because all I do is read the group chat.
Yo, that's a whole fact, right? It'd be like that. But yeah, I'll be having some more. So I'm just bored, so I'll just be talking to them. But anyways, y'all not here to talk about our personal lives and what we do on our day-to-day basis. Y'all here to talk about Digimon, right? That's what y'all here. That's what you love to hear from us, our takes and whatnot. So we're going to talk about it. Locals. Mike, how's locals for you, my guy?
It was great. I had a great locals this weekend. What the fuck did I even do? I don't even think I did. I don't even know if I did anything this weekend, actually. I know I cleaned the house. I don't even know.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I didn't do shit.
Clean house.
I didn't do shit. I got some cards in the mail for a different card game. Because I'm waiting to see you guys. I'm waiting to see you guys next Saturday.
Yeah.
So I can pick up my other cards for Digimon.
I got some Tagaroos for you, or whatever his name is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah.
Speaking of that deck is good again. Like really
Hunters,
good again.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deck's spicy.
We'll get into it.
Definitely spicy. Yeah, we'll talk about that shortly. But yeah, I didn't do shit. I went to a card shop and I picked up some card sleeves. Because
what card shop?
The one that said that they don't know what a locals was. And I went to a card shop. Yeah, they still don't know what a locals was. So they actually sell Digimon. They sell BT21. I was almost gonna pick up a box, but they're selling that shit for like $95, and I was like, "Oh, it's expensive, bro. I'm good." I was like, there's cards that I want from this set. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll grab a box. It's like 95. I was like, nah, I'll just buy singles.
Is that 95? Is 95 plus tax or it was after tax?
No, 95 plus tax.
Ew.
I know, yeah. It's actually not the worst that I've ever seen for prices, but it's like, dude, come on, man. I mean, this is a pop-in set when you think about it, just because there's so much you can pull. Like, there's a lot of really cool cards this set. Like, you have the signature cards, you have all the SPs. You have, like, there's just a lot of cool shit. But I was like, nah, I don't want to fucking. I just didn't want to pay the price, if I'm being honest.
I mean, yeah, for you, right? Because it's realistically mainly the hunter stuff, and that's all of what, like $20 maybe. Like,
yeah, it's not expensive.
I mean, the only reason why is money is probably the Tagero AAs, right? Like, that's the only thing that's probably money. That's $20. each, maybe.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know how expensive. I think that they're pretty cheap actually. The Toguru alt arts. I think they're like $15 a piece right now. But and it wasn't even like, I don't think the box is priced like super bad, because I think on TCG Player when I checked over the weekend, I think they were like $85 a box. But it was just one of those things where I was like, I just didn't feel like it was an extra $10. I don't know, because I've been mad because I've bought products from the store before in the past, and they never sell for MSRP. They always sell like $20-$30 above TCG Player. So at this point, I'm kind of just like, I don't feel like buying shit from like boxes from these people anymore. If it was like another shop, I probably would have. I was just kind of like, I was just ticked off at this shop. Like, I remember like they were selling fucking
bad, experience. So you're like, F this.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I don't know. Like, cause there's definitely like, there's cards I want to pick up. Like, because there's a few decks this set that I'm interested in trying out. And there's like a couple that I built on the sim that we can talk about, but like I did like there's stuff that like for Medusumon that I wanted to grab, and then obviously the Hunter stuff, but also like like the Adventure deck I think is like kind of cool. We can talk about that later too. I liked it more at first than I do now. Like after playing with it more, I'm like, but still like there's stuff like that I wanted. So, but yeah, I went. Sorry, I got so derailed there. I went because I wanted to pick up the new Dragon Shields, the amethyst sleeves or whatever. They're like this purple. They're supposed to be sparkly or whatever.
That's nice.
Because they discontinued my favorite sleeves, which are the Nebula. And I thought these were going to be the exact color replacement for them, but they're not. The Nebulas were like lighter colors still. So still on
that's a nice purple. It
is a really nice. It is a nice purple.
A purple enjoyer of the color. That it looks nice.
It is nice. They have another really nice sleeve color that just got put out. It's called Amber, I believe, and it's like this nice orange with the sparkles in it. So like, and my thing with that is like for Dragon Shield, like I love the color orange. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, so like orange is one of their main colors, right? So I just fucking love the color orange. And a lot of Dragon Shields aren't fully opaque. Like when you put a card in and it's an orange sleeve, you can see the back. So I just stay away from them. But maybe I'll buy these just to test them out, and then if they don't work, I'll just use them as like resource sleeves for Gundam or like Dawn sleeves for Digimon, or not Digimon, One Piece, then egg sleeves for Digimon. We'll see. I'll just use them for like resources or something. That was my locals experience this weekend. No card game playing, but bought sleeves. Dan, how was your? You had a big weekend. You had a big weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna get to mine, but hey Varney, how's your locals? Oh. Hey Dan, I went to locals finally.
That was a good Dan, Varney impression.
F you, Dan, for always making fun of me. I played Galacticmon and I went 2-1 and I blew people backs out with Ragnarok cannon, I don't know if I can keep doing that.
Wait, real question. Varney, were you playing the old Galacticmon, or have we fully convinced you that it's a bad card now?
I swear that we had to play. I thought I had to play it because you need more Galacticmons. But Mike and Gino and Dan, y'all were right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was all right. I couldn't read my cards. I didn't know Galacticmon had a start of main phase blow something up. Jesus, I didn't know you can place up to 4 cards with Venmont in text. I didn't know any of this. I thought it was just a bad deck because I can't read,
Yeah, all I needed to know from Varney in that situation was that he's like, yeah, but I feel like I'm not going to find my cards. Bro, you play like fucking 14 to 16 of a fucking rookie and all it does is search. And the entire you just search.
I got you. Hold on. Mike, as you say that though, my round 1 against Gino, you know how many Venmons I saw?
Oh no.
I saw only 12 in 2 games. And I lost to Gino because I could not see any Venmons. Barely any Venmons. Can you believe that?
Probably because he was playing some bullshit fucking random stuff he didn't have to play to make himself feel special.
Yo, I think he's so hate us for this.
I'm just being honest.
But it is. So also let's see. He also I'll stop my fake Varney voice. He also played round 2. He played against, because he lost to Gino, so he played against Oldfield with oh whoops, I didn't mean to say names. McGeejamon. He in his round 2 he played against McGeejamon, and then he won 2-0, I think. And then he played against round 3 he played against Lucimon, and then he won 2-0. Especially in that matchup, like who cares? You don't even need to swing. Lucimon, great. You're gonna give me a whole bunch of memory. I'll pop eventually, and then Ragnarok Cannon. You got 10 security, great. Here's 1 now. You know, it was so funny watching that game because I was very double minds. But anyways, how was my weekend? My weekend was eventful, I would say, because we had a questionable plays, had a 3v3 case tournament, which we ended up going. It was me, Gino, and our boy Lance. He was our resident step-in DGU member for the day, and we killed it. Honestly, we put in the work. Lance played Gallimon, Gino played Crossheart, and then I played Purple Hybrid updated. Man, hey, for those people, I hate that I got to talk about Purple Hybrid the way I'm about to talk about it, because I don't want people to be playing it again. But
he said, "Get away from my deck, bro. I don't want y'all touching it."
I'm gonna explain my reasons for it too, like the way I'm gonna talk about it. Purple Hybrid is not a dead deck. It's a more, you had to manage your resources better than previously, because before, yeah, 4 Jack raids, you had 3 to 4 mats, and you didn't care. You're gonna swing willy nilly. You're gonna do all those. You're gonna do basic Purple Hybrid plays, and it did not matter because you had basically infinite resources when you think about it, the way Purple Hybrid played previously, right? And so, you know, you didn't have to like think about, all right, I have 2 Dustmons. Where are my other 2? Did I just mill a 3rd one? All right, cool. How can I get my Dustmon back? Or, you know, I haven't seen a Velgr. Oh, great. I got a Velgr in trash. I might need another one, or I might need to grab it back to hand because my you know, hybrid plates are limiting right now because I haven't seen enough Dustmons, or like, you know, what are my plays when I can't do Purple Hybrid shenanigans? And that's where you have to learn to navigate better, because, you know, you don't have Matt anymore. You don't have Jack raids for all the free memory you're able to get. And so you have to like manage the resources better. You have to use your rookies more. You have to get your drawing going, your trashing going. You have to trash correct cards now, right? Because prior, again, it didn't matter because you had Matt that said, I could grab a purple Digimon or option. So if you were like, all right, I'm gonna use this calling, I'm gonna trash this calling now and then grab it back later. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that anymore. So you have to be like, I can't trash. I got 5 cards, draw 1, trash 1. My hand is looking like, I don't know, a Duskmon, a Jack Raid, calling, Koichi, and maybe a Nidhogg. But it's like, damn, do I want to trash this Nidhogg now and waste that memory gain potential later? Or use it now, and because that's my only real trash fodder now, right? And so those things kind of pop up in the game, and so you have to make the correct decisions early on when it comes to your draw trashing and stuff like that. It feels like, but if you know how, you know, play well and understand that, you can do really well with the deck. I think I went myself. I think I did 5 rounds. My only losses was Sukuyamon, and that's because Sukuyamon high rolled the F out of me, and it's like ain't nothing you could do.
I mean, yeah, that's a bullshit deck, to be honest.
Yeah, Sukuyamon is legitimately the new Fenrir deck. It's the new Taki deck, basically. If they high roll you, they see everything. They can do 2 checks, swing 2 checks, swing without a token, go for game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's basically what it is, and you basically could do that all for like 3 memory max. Like, it's dumb as all hell, right? So matchups. I played against what did I play against? Damn, I don't remember. First one was a Alphamon deck. It was, you know, with new Chronicle stuff, with old Alphamon style where you build it with one giant stack and like you do the pop off. He had the Orumon, the OG Orumon to unsuspend and whatnot. He had the new Chronicle or Yukon mode as well, so he could do his DNA plays, and then like Blast Evo as well, Blast DNA, which he never got it off against me because to Blast DNA you need to have the correct colors, and when I go Duskmon effect make you green. You can't DNA, you can't blast DNA, and I'm not worried about that anymore. And so that's kind of ended what happened.
Bastard.
Yeah, and I just bum rush him. I had to play because I'm playing the new promo Gallimon as well, where I went like swing, swing, swing. I played BT13 Gallimon, swing. I played promo Gallimon, swing for game. You know what I'm saying? Like double rush. I had potential, like I had enough memory where I had like I could have went into like a promo which also has rush, or drop a Guilmon that has rush. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a style of the deck I want to build where when I have that potential OTK turn, I got many different ways to do it and I could get there as well. That's the cool thing about the deck. And that's what I like prior. It just became like a cookie cutter deck. Like when it was like, you know, max at its prime.
Full power, yeah.
Full power, Purple Hybrid became a very cookie cutter deck. And you saw like the last, like, let's say 3-4 events when it was Purple Hybrid topping, it was basically all the same list except like maybe one card difference. But at least now I'm seeing people try different things and it looks like some people it's working, some people it's not. I kept it, you know, for me, like a little bit traditional. Like my changes were, all right, cool. I'm gonna add more rivals. I'm gonna add more Deathlingers. I'm gonna add, you know, the new promo Gallimon, which came through clutch quite a bit to do basically like a double rush type play. I still have Medieval Gallant, so it's kind of cool having Medieval Gallant, promo Gallant, and BT13 Gallant in the same deck.
That's kind of fire.
Not many decks can like pull that off, I feel like. So it's kind of cool to think that. And I had a game where I ended up having all three at some point of the game on board, which is pretty cool. Some other changes. The biggest important one to me is the Arrestamon Superior Mode. I'm stealing Mike's card. That card is goated, honestly. It's just so
it's
good.
Really good. Just to like, are you playing out like 2?
Yeah.
I think that's the correct ratio for in like Purple Hybrid. It's really good in that deck.
Yeah,
it's just like a random.
I was thinking about that prior to even seeing. I think because we saw the list. I think Purple Hybrid. It was like a top and a local tops and like JP or something like that. I don't remember. And I was like, damn, someone already did it. I was hoping like nobody realized that you could put this in Purple Hybrid. You know. Because you can go, all right, instead of killing my own Velgramon, I'm not worried about your board, or I don't need to kill. All right, cool. Evo into Superior Mode for 4, swing for game. You know, it's so many.
Yeah.
I love the idea of I have so many different choices, and I could use whatever I need to use at certain different times of the game to potentially go for game or something like that, or get more checks in, and that just adds to it. Mind you, it has raid and piercing. And it has all turns gains plus 1k for every source you have. So obviously that was not like too big of a buff because you're gonna have a tamer, you know, Dusk and Velgor most times, so it'll be 13k. But remember, Velgormon gets boosted. So if I mill 4 cards, that's on both sides. That's 8k. So that Superior Mode is also plus 8k for the turn. So now that bad boy is swinging for what, 13 plus 8. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty
spicy.
Cool. So, you know, cool things like that you can do with it. And then mind you, if you have to, and for some god-awful reason they didn't deal with your Superior Mode, you can Evo Gallimon, any of the Gallimons over it too if you need it. Which is pretty cool when you think about it too as well. And then the last biggest change I made was adding a Spirit Evolution. That is the new red hybrid card because it's red, but it's a general hybrid card. So basically what it does is for 3 costs, you can trash a card from your hand to draw 2, which it's Purple Hybrid. You'd love to be able to draw and trash, you know what I'm saying? That's one.
Sir.
And number 2, the delay effect is all turns, not just your turn, right? When a tamer with inheritable effect is played, you can Evo into a hybrid from your hand for free. And so in that aspect, if it's your opponent's turn, let's say they hit a Koichi Insecurity, plays it out. You evo into a Duskmon, and you could potentially like mess up their turn because you changed their color or something on one of the Digimons, and hey, now they can't evo or something, you know, which is pretty cool. Obviously, it's really good for you on your turn because Velgormon goes, kills itself, Duskmon inherit role, play a tamer, and now you can evo that tamer into a Duskmon or another tamer, because mind you, it just says you evo one of your tamers. It's not just that one that you played. So if you had another tamer that you can swing, you can evo that and then, you know, swing or do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And cool thing again, Ginkaku promote. So all right, that might not have been able to swing that turn at that moment, but I'll evo for one because that was a free memory, because this happened for a game actually, which was pretty cool. Did a whole shenanigans, ended up playing. Got down to like one memory, got into Duskmon from the Spirit Evolution for free, and then I evoed it into promote, and it swung for game because it's rush. It's really cool. Yeah, and I felt like those cards were like super helpful in the deck. It feels like it gave new life to it, and you know, being able, someone who's been playing the deck for a long time, it feels really good. So back to Alphamon, 2-0, easy win, not a problem. Next one I played against was, I want to say the Sukuyumon matchup, yeah. And that was 2-1. I don't know what crack I was on, but man, I was misplaying like all hell in that match. And I just don't know like what it was, but like I was just not thinking. I think it was like, because game one, he just came out of the gates. It was like, he did the whole pop off. I was like, I'm effed. I can't do anything about this. And then game two, he didn't see his pieces the way he saw the game one. And so like, he was like a little slow out the gates. And then like, I was doing my own thing, but like, I was just misplaying. I guess because like, I was just so like rattled by like game one. I was just like, I can't do anything, but I'm going to keep trying, I guess. And I ended up getting it. Like, this is how bad of misplays I was making. He had a Talmon Ace on board with a Kazuyamon on board. Kazuya, right? That's the blue one, right? That's the name.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And I did whatever, and then my final play was play Medieval, suspend both of them, pop one, and then attack over the other one. I don't know, for some god awful reason, I decided to pop the Talmon Ace. And I was like, oh wait, I need to swing into this Kazuya. They're gonna crash. Because I couldn't get Alliance because I had whatever I had was already suspended. And so I was like, damn, I got crashed into this Kazuya. And now I lose a Medieval for no reason. If I already did the play reversed, you know, pop the Kazuya, swing over to Talmon, I wouldn't have an issue. So like stuff like that, I was like, stupid misplays like that I was doing. I was just like, man, I don't know. Like, it was weird. So I ended up losing that one. Game, and then the next, but our team won that one as a whole though, which was good. And then the final round we played against Lewis's team. Shout out to them. All three are good players. And I actually played against Lewis. He was playing Armor Rush. Game one, he got me. He blitzed the F out of me. I was a little slower out of the gates. And, you know, he was doing, especially new armor stuff where you just go, you know, Davis effect. All right, cool. I'm going to regress my armor and then gain a memory draw and then go to a new armor, unsuspend, swing. The old card, armor texture, I think it is, when you can you basically swap out your armors.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then unsuspend. He had that, like he was just popping off. I was like, damn, I can't do much. I was like, this is gonna be a tough matchup because even if I delete their armors, they can armor purge and the Vmon stays on board. So I need to make sure I have like double pops, basically. And so game. And then Magnamon, the star deck Magnamon was putting so much work for him. Like I would have certain things on board or rookie because it didn't die in security or something. And then he would go, all right, Evo to Magnamon, strip, bounce. And I'm like, I had a hybrid on board still for whatever reason. And he went, oh, it was superior mode. It was on board. He stripped I think it was like a bad stack. He stripped the Tamer and then like the Velgramon or something like that, and then bounced it back out. I was like, ooh, that hurts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So he got me game 1 really good. And then game 2 and 3. They were both pretty good matches, I would say. Game 2, we were both going back and forth, but game 2, I think it was game 2. I kept drawing Death Slingers. So I was legit just Death Slingering his armors, offer it. And then I would go and then like pop his rookies with Velgramon or something. And then I was like doing like board control while trying to get a damage in. And then I ended up getting it because he kind of like ran out of steam basically. And then game 3 was a tough one because it was back and forth. And then he got into a Magna X. The problem was on his part, he gave me too much memory.
Got it.
And he had 2 or 3 security. I think it was like 2. And so he put me to like 5 with it. He had a Digimon Emperor. I raised my Goblimon. I went to 3. Started main. I went to 4. I know it was like I swung with Goblimon, I think it was. He led it through his Magnamon unsuspended. I think I went to a hybrid play. And then that draw was the promo Gallimon. And I was like, oh, I got game now. Because I could just keep swinging through his I didn't care about him having blocker. So I was like, all right, cool, no problem. I'm gonna go BT13 Gallon, swing, he blocks, great, no problem. Go into BT the promo Gallon. I don't even need to pop my own Gallimon to play. I can attempt to pop his Magna. Obviously Magna's unaffected. But I get to keep both on board if I needed to. Swing, goes through. And then I had another hybrid in hand and then went for game. Something like that. It was a crazy turn. But I'm not gonna say it's like a misplay or anything, but like that play ended up costing the game because it was just too much memory for me to work with. And I had something else that gave me memory too. So it ended up like I just had everything that needed to get the game. And as a team, we won that as well. So we were undefeated in Swiss, which was pretty cool.
That's
and then we went to Top Cut. I played against the same guy, actually, the same Sakuya player. Lost, but as a team, we won. And then we got to the finals. And then I played against Gammamon. And even Gammamon with new support against Purple Hybrid ain't doing jack shit to me. Yeah, and there's the new Gammamon. I'm not going to lie. The new Gammamon cards, though, really good.
I'm not sold on them yet, honestly.
But the problem is in Purple Hybrid, they need things to pop. Purple Hybrid, I'm not gonna give you anything to pop because I'm gonna kill myself anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that was the issue. And so that new was a Ghoulless Gammamon, the low 4 is so good. It's a security Digimon that pops out on play. You can tuck a Gammamon and then kill low 4 lower. And then the option lets you to Evo when something's deleted, Evo for free into, whatever, 5 or 6. So like you could do a lot of cool combos. It's Gammamon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's too fair, I guess. It's like that's the issue. Like some things like that was Gallimon's issue back in the day, right? It was just too fair. Like there's nothing that you're not scared of the deck if you see it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, I think it's a fair assessment.
So I had the easy win on that one. Unfortunately, my teammates couldn't pull it out for that one. Gino got paired against. I don't remember what he got paired against at the point, that moment. But I know he ended up losing. And then Lance played against Imperial. And he got game 1 really easy. Game 2, he lost in a grind fest. Then game 3, he bricked so hard. And I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Like it sucked. But it is. We ended up getting second. And good thing we did get second because my box was cracked. I pulled the SP tie. Bro, that card is so beautiful in person. Like that's crazy.
That gold.
Like,
it's got that like gold foil on it.
Yeah. It has like when you look at it, it has like this rainbow foiling too with it. When you look into it, it's so clean with all like the the background images. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it's fire.
And then Sunday, our normal locals, obviously, we went and played Adventure. It's a fun deck. I enjoy it. I know some people like Gino, I think, said in like some of our friends are not too high on Adventure. But
I think I just said the same. I was more excited for it at the start before I started messing with it. It's not that I don't know. I'll let you talk about it and then.
I really like it. I really like the idea how like potentially aggro you can get with it. I like the idea of it just being the whole adventure crew. Like you can just play whoever you want, plug and play. I think the cool thing about it is that I feel like, to me, this style of deck is very a personal deck. Like in the sense of you can play almost anything and you can succeed with it. You know what I'm saying? In the adventure archetype, like. Most of the cards are really good. Outside, like the obvious ones are like, the floodgates is like, who cares? I mean, if you need a floodgate, cool, plug and play. Like if that locals, you're playing against a deck that reduces evo costs like Sakuyamon. All right, cool. Make sure you have that floodgate if you need it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But like the champions, I don't think there's a single bad per se champion. You know what I'm saying?
No, the champions are sweet. They kind of the champions all kind of do the same thing, right? They're like not all of them do the same thing.
No,
Kabuterimon's different and the Garurumon's different. But the Bergermon and the Togemon are the same.
Yep. So Kabuterimon plays a tamer for free. Angemon plays a tamer for free. Greymon is taunt. Garurumon's I would say that's probably one of the worst ones, I think. Ikakumon strips sources and then does something else. And then Togemon and Bergermon are the ones that you have the 3 colors. You can evo to a low 5 for free. On play when digivolving as well. So those are probably those are all of them, I think. Oh, Gatomon. Gatomon is a security Digimon on play against like 6 second attack minus on 2 Digimon, I think it is, or 1. Something like that. And then, the level 5s all give a line, so you play something else and then they can swing. They all have different effects. Zudamon strips sources, bounces. Garudamon gives plus 2k and then second attack plus 1 or something. So you could do like an easy 3 checks, 20k, really easy. You have Lilymon. I didn't know Lilymon's low-key nicer than I thought she was. So for every 2 colors, you suspend Digimon, and then you could bomb deck anything that's suspended. Angelomon lets you evo one of your Digimons for free. What else? Magna Angemon is chaos, is a mini chaos deck. It's alright. I don't know if you can like get it off decently, like 10k, 12k easily or not. Who else? Metal Greymon. I think it's low-key good. It came out on the BT21 because that one lets you de-digivolve. So I think anything that has de-digivolve, you should just automatically, all right, this is probably getting played in, Rare Guru, I don't remember what Rare Guru does right now.
I think Rare Guru is the delete one of your points level 4 lower Digimon, and then for every 2 or more total colors, you add 1 to the effect's maximum.
Oh, okay, cool. Not too bad.
Yeah, and they all have Alliance, I believe, as an inheritable and on your turn.
Yep, they sure do. Really good. And then the other one, I think the other one was really good. Skull Greymon, low-key really good. Because it's on Evo, it gives raid and retail. And then on deletion, you could play a level 4 lower adventure. So, you can just take out something with you and then just, all right, I'm going to replace them. Like you can legit go into your 5 for free. So you evo, swing into something, kill it, play like a Bergermon or Togemon, evo into the 5, and then you're chilling already right there. Like it's such a cool play you can do. And obviously the aces are all really good. They're both really good. And then I forgot when I built it, the promo War Greymon. I totally blanked on him. Once I start tweaking with it again, I'm definitely gonna add it in. But man, like I was like, all right, I think I got 2 of this, 2 of that, 2 of this. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't sure like what to like really play on certain ratios. But man, I thought I had a really fun time with it. In round one, game one, I ended up having all tamers. I had every single color on board. And it was just like top off was crazy. Like War Gray was like holding it down. Easy. Metal Garurumon is clutch too, because you could just bounce and then you could or is it bottom deck? I don't remember. And then you add for every color, the level. And then being able to play more your other Digimon from trash. Like you could go swing a Metal Guru, play like Togemon, affect Evo into like Zudomon, and then play something else, give alliance. Like you do so much cool combos that I feel like it's really strong, and it's definitely I don't know if it's necessarily like top tier, but it's definitely a meta contender deck in my opinion. And Tai is so good, just free draw, and then basically if you have like a lot of colors, you can play a level 5 for free. The options in that deck is cracked. You have the one that says, I think it's Our Courage United. There's the black one. Just a free draw too. And then when your Digimon's deleted, you play level 5 or lower for free. Like, it's so good. Spicy. It's so good in my opinion. And then you have the other one who is a mem boost, an archetype mem boost. So you can search whatever and then grab 2. That's fucking goated. I think all traded decks should have that. Like, just come with it. There's no questions. It's just no questions about it anymore. Like that gotta be it.
I wish.
Yeah, right.
That would be nice.
Yeah. So I played Digimon round 1. Again, I just kind of board control, kept him from not doing things. Game 1, he actually got me down to 0 security, but because he didn't have much going besides the 1 stack, I ended up like deleting, clearing board, and then he couldn't like rebuild, and I just got game. And then game 2, just straight up mollywop, like alliance, 3 checks, and like went ham. Game 2, I played against round 2, I should say, played against Examon.
Yeah, have you ever thought about playing that Island of Adventure card?
Oh, the security option ones?
Yeah, it's I
thought about it, yeah.
It's kind of weird. So I haven't played it personally, but I think it's like kind of spicy as like a one-of, where like it's just like your security all turns. It's like your level 3 or higher, you get plus 2K.
Yep.
But then the main is you add your top security card to your hand, and then you place this card as the top security card.
Yep.
So it just like keeps recurring. It's like interesting.
Yeah, no, it is. It definitely is. It's definitely something I would mess with potentially. You know what I'm saying? Like I think both of them are good because Jedi's house is the opposite. It goes to the bottom, and then I think it's plus 2K or 3K.
We're bringing back Rookie Rush with that card, bro.
Hell yeah, right. What else? Round 2 played against Examon, like I mentioned. Game 1, he was slow out the gates while I was popping off. Got it. Game 2, I was slow out the gates, and he got into Dramon and then to Examon, and I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with this right now. And then game 3, he hard bricked, and I ended up just taking the game because it was easy at that point. At one point, he hard dropped a break Dramon. I was like, hey, yo, you trying to threaten me with a DNA ace play over here? Hold up, I got you. Wait, let me get into this War Great ace and then swing pop. And so I ended up taking that. And then round 3, I was not expecting this shit to work because as someone who played Greymon so much, I was like, he's gonna brick out eventually. My man was playing Greymon OTK basically.
And from the new Gaiomons?
No, he wasn't. He was playing like BT9.
Oh, Greymon straight style.
up. Like except with the newer stuff. Like it's just like the BT9 style with the newer stuff. So obviously he had like the secret rare from the BT14, the BT14 Agu, stuff like that. Secret rare Greymon, and like the second type +1 stuff. And then he will go, this is legit the combo, he will raise if he set up. Bro, in game 2, he ended up having 4 cool boys on board. I was like, what do I do about this? You know what I'm saying? And I was super slow at the gates for both games. Like, I was like, all right, I think I'll be all right.
That's a deck. If they see their pieces, you cannot be slow.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'll probably be all right. I can get, I can swing Alliance 2 checks pretty quickly in this deck. I saw nothing in both of those games. Like, I was like, all right, cool. I'll Evo, like Agumon, Palma, whatever it was in the back. Next turn, I'll go to commentary, play Tamer. All right, I'm starting off good. I never saw like a legit 5 for a bit, and then when I did, it was too late. So this is the play basically. If he has it, it legit doesn't matter because it's so cracked with the new Omni X. He'll get up to like the War Greymon, swing. He will have the X antibody underneath it. That thing probably has like 4 checks, a huge ton of DP, and then Evo into Omni X. Guess what new Omni X does? It's like, all right, board, clear board. And then mind you, he's mid swing already. 4 checks. And then you go end of turn effect, swing for game. I was like, yo, that is crazy. He did that to me twice. I was like, ain't nothing I can do about it. You got protection too. I can't do anything about that right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
dirty. I ain't gonna lie, it's dirty.
And then I got bumped to 3rd place. I was like, oh boy, of course. But yeah, so Adventure, I really like the Adventure. I like the feel of it. I need to definitely tinker with the ratios because I felt like certain things was off, and I definitely got to adjust my ratios because I was like, I don't know what to play. I need to figure it out, and like, I was rushing with the deck. But super excited. I can't wait to like continue playing the deck and whatever future support comes with it too.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a cool deck. I just I think I like the other, like, I don't know, like obviously I've been playing, like I played Cross when it came out, played Hunters, like, so it's like I just like those multicolored Tamer decks. I think it's cool when you can do that, like when you can play like all the characters from one show in one deck. I think it's sweet. I just don't like it as much as like the other Tamer decks. Like I like Hunters more still than Adventure. But I do like the potential with the Adventure decks, and obviously because it's Adventure, like they're gonna print more support for it. Like
they already confirmed. It's gonna get better. The starter decks, obviously BT21. I think they said they confirmed for the next EX set and potentially BT22. I don't remember, but I know they said it was three straight set of sets support. I don't know if it was like
crazy.
I don't know if it counted like starters BT21 and then EX9, or I think it's EX9, or it was like BT21, EX9, and then BT22. I know it was.
I can't believe that we're on EX9 now. Like,
yeah, pretty cool.
That's crazy to think about.
5 years of it.
A lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Adventure's pretty cool.
Have you built and tested anything else?
Sure have. Talk about, I guess, our main topic. Main topic for the day. Sponsored by your boys, DGU. Anyways, main topic for the day. First impressions of BT21. And, this is also the first unified set of the world, which is pretty cool to see. And I think people were sleeping on BT21 off rip. And I think this set is a lot better than people gave it credit for in the beginning because people were so mad. Or I don't know about mad. I would say more of a disappointed about like cards in the set, in the sense of most of the super rares were tamers. One of the secret rares was a tamer and tie, and people kept, I don't know why, people thought that was a bad card. I was like, did y'all read the card?
It's an okay generic card, but I don't think
it's really good. Eventually, oh my god, I felt so good for it.
I don't think it's really good, but it's a good generic card. I don't think it's like it's set, like we've definitely had sets with just better, like a better secret, but this is not the worst secret we've ever seen either.
No,
I mean, there's some fucking bad secrets. Like
yeah.
Creepymon, the original
Paragimon.
Yep, the original IPM. Fucking Vidramon from, what was that, BT1?
Yeah.
There's some bad cards.
Yeah.
But the tie is just a good generic card. I think my issue, I just hate that normal art. I think it's so lazy. I just can't.
It's not that bad in person. Like it's not that bad.
I can't stand it. I don't know. But for me, this was like a hype set for me because it was like there's just I think it's just a cool. Well, Hunter support fucking finally after it's BT12. Well, we technically got that one promo card, I think, but that card's ass. So
yeah, it's irrelevant.
Yeah. But not even just the Hunter support. Like obviously, I'm excited about that. But just the adventure set, the adventure decks are really cool. I think Medusamon's cool. I've talked about that in the past.
Yeah, 100%.
Galacticmon, awesome, cool deck. Good. Really like that. Atmon.
When we get to it, I got a tangent for Galacticmon to go on.
Do you? Okay. Yeah. Galacticmon, I think that's cool. Like, I think anytime that a card game can introduce new mechanics, right, in a set,
it's so good,
and it be on theme is like that's awesome. And I got to watch. I haven't played Atmon personally, but getting to see it on the sim now and getting to watch it in Tamer Battles League last week, it was a really cool deck to see. Honestly,
it's really cool, but man, it's a deck of the issue of it's the first wave of support and it's not that good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's how I feel about a couple of the decks in the set. But there's just and honestly, like this is just a cool set in my opinion, just to open if you're like if you're a collector or if you like just opening packs or whatever. This is a cool set because I said earlier in the pod, you have all the SPs, you have the signature cards, you have the promos in the set. Like it's just a cool set. There's a lot of great art for the alt arts. So
there's also the LM promos that also come with all arts of Gallimon, BT13, Analog Youth. Oh my god, the Analog Youth all art in person,
dude, and the BT13 Gallant. What? First of all,
it's tough. I think it's tough.
Amazing reprint. First of all, because that was a like $30, $40 SR.
It went up because Royal Knights prior to that.
That's right. It was even more. It was like 50. It was like 40. It was expensive as hell. So what a great secret. And I like the gold rare from BT13 still more, but this is just so fire. Like it's a tough one.
Yeah, for sure. Cool thing about the LM stuff is all guaranteed in a box. So again, it kind of sucks to buy the boxes because certain things are like not that valuable, but like 4 boxes gets you a playset of all the LMs, which is pretty cool if you care about those. And mind you, those LM cards, those 6 cards, boy, those are some really good cards.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic.
Digimon is cracked. It Digivolves. It has Scapegoat on body first off. It Digivolves something and then pops everything that's like the lowest play cost or something like that.
Darktramon's crazy.
So good.
So I was going to talk about Darktramon because I guess I can get into Hunters real quick. So Hunters obviously
is that the top? Is that the lowest 6 you're running it? Ooh.
Bro, so because before, right, it was weird. It was hard to play like a level 6 sometimes because you were like obviously Superior Mode is the card you wanted to see, but you only had 4. So
now
you were playing like
8.
And yeah, you were playing the Omni Shout before, and obviously you can't like Digivolve like a purple or onto that. But because now your top end is all superior modes, you kind of have access to this Darkdramon Ace now, and it is fucking spicy in that deck because you can tuck obviously with superior mode. So you do the tuck, and then you get to delete everything on the field now. So give me my fucking overflow, you bitches, with your fucking your aces. I can finally get around ace plays.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me that overflow, bro. Yeah, honestly, it's a really cool card. I'm not playing it like a ton in the deck. I'm just playing it 2 right now.
2 max, probably.
Just messing with it. Yeah, just messing with it at 2. But it's fucking awesome. And it's just fun to like actually have like a different top end card to like let you extend plays. I remember when we first started getting aces, I was trying out the Melga Ace and Hunters.
Oh,
and it was too inconsistent.
I remember that time.
I hated it. I was mad at it most times, but it's just good. The new superior mode is you talked about it a bit. It's a really good card. The new Tagaru is nice because it's dual colored, so it just cuts down like having a dual colored tamer just immediately speeds that deck up. Like it saves it a turn. It just legit just saves it a turn. Honestly, like instead of having to play a purple tamer then a red tamer, nope, you just one tamer. That's it. Just boom, speeds it up. The newer Rushadramon being able to play a tamer on Digivolve on play. Thank fucking God, bro.
Yeah, that replaces because Gino. I was playtesting it with Gino because he built it too. That Rushadramon being able to basically replace Damimon and the other one just play whatever. Play whatever. I think it's like whatever Hunter traded, right? Tamer or Hunter/hero traded, right?
Yeah. So you play one Tamer with Hunter or hero. Yeah, and it's the same. It's on play or when Digivolving, but it also has Digicross on it, so you can play it for 4, which it's just nice. It's the same thing. Like it costs 1 more to play than like the Shoutmon and the Damimon did. But I don't care because now I don't have to fucking run Damimon, and just thank God. I think that almost every time I played a Damimon, it was a complete whiff, and it was always like the Damimon. You did the Damimon play, and it was like superior mode straight to the bottom.
Yep.
Or it was fucking the Clockmaker straight to the bottom because he's not Hunter traded, so you couldn't play him off the Dame. So it was like all the cards you wanted to see, bottom. Every time I Damimon. So
if I remember correctly, the Damimon it had to play either Mikey, Taguro, or you, right? Like it was.
Yes, it was specifically named. Yes.
Yeah.
It was an asshole card. It was
piece of poop, just metal poop.
It was a fucked up card. It did have blocker as an inheritable, which was nice, but honestly, like I'm back to like experimenting with the 2 Warmons now, which also has the blocker inheritable, but it lets you digivolve when like you can digivolve when you play it. So I'm back to playing that now, just for experimentation purposes, because sometimes you just need it still to get over. Yeah, it is a good card, and sometimes like you just need it to get over like a level 7. Sometimes like to be able to bottom deck with a Restorgimon because. Sometimes it's just hard to have a bunch of colored Tamers on the field, especially in a game where there's just a lot more Tamer hate now. Like other colors just having Tamer hate now, like fucking Hexablow. Like
that card's a menace.
I love that card. I love that card when I'm playing decks with Hexablow in it. I hate that card when I'm facing against it.
When you see it instead of playing against you, like I feel my opponent's pain now.
Yeah, especially because like blue is just like a very toolbox color. And then also like fucking Imperial has basically evolved into just Pyaldramon toolbox at this point, where it's like fuck your top ends, play whatever the meta is like giving you an issue with. So
we seen Medieval get thrown into that. We seen Hexablow be thrown in there.
It's all over the place. Those bastards.
Goddamn blue players, just stick with your archetype already, man. Stop.
But yeah, that's been my my Hunters experience. The Gumdramon also really good just because it has that plus 2k boost. And then I've been other decks that I've been messing around with, and I haven't gotten to play anything in person yet, so it's a bit different like playing on the sim and shit. Just because you can never sometimes you build a deck on the sim and you're like, this is really good. Like I'm having a good time. Then you build that same exact deck in person. You're like, this is the worst thing I've ever created on my fucking. Like, what have I done here? Like, this is bad. But
I got some random like, I think the idea of them gonna work, but I gotta play test in DCGO because I don't want to build it in real life. Or I don't want to like take apart my like it's for purple hybrid, and I have some like this jank idea, but I think it could be really good, but it's something I would rather test in DCGO because I don't want to mess up my deck and like take cards out, put it in and stuff. And I was like, I just need to build in DCGO first because it's not something I want to do.
That's fair. Yeah, I've been playing other random decks. So I actually haven't built Medusamon yet, which is a deck I'm like really want to play, but I just don't think it's all the way there yet. So I'm kind of like, I'm avoiding that so I get bored with like the decks I'm playing now, if that makes sense, because I just don't think it's gonna be that good. But what I am playing right now is the most jank bullshit version of Gaiamon I could possibly play.
Oh my god, you said it's the most jank version.
You're just playing the new like you play the Elizamons and everything. So you
you play that. That's not even jank. That's what people are doing, and they're doing well with it.
Honestly, it's not bad. It's just I think that playing the Gaiamon like a more OTK style is probably still better in my opinion.
Probably.
I think that this is like just people experimenting because they're like, oh, we have this support. So maybe jank's the wrong word, but I don't think it's the right way to actually play the deck yet. I think that playing it with just the high roll someone is better. This feels like a deck like the way that I'm playing it right now, and with like the Elizamon and like the reptile and all that shit. it's like a deck for people who are afraid to high roll. You're like, all right, let me take it easy. I'll do normal Evo chains. I'll play my Owens, blah, blah, blah. It's okay, but it doesn't give me that adrenaline rush I get when I OTK someone one game and then the next game I brick awfully and terribly bad recovering.
Right.
But Lamiamon, or however you say it, is really cool just because I get to play that in the deck. And I think Lamia.
Oh, Lamia.
Lamia. Yeah. Progress is just a cool trait. Like a cool,
it's busted.
Yeah, progress is crazy. So like that's the main reason I was like, let me fuck around with this build, because that is such a cool keyword where it's and if you don't know what it does, it's while attacking, your opponent's effects don't affect this Digimon.
Yep.
It's just spicy.
It's good. It's
just a fucking spicy.
Oh, you got ace plays?
Card.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's just spicy. So it's just good. And also when any of your reptile or dragon trait Digimon attacks targets change, you trash your opponent's top security card.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Hell yeah.
So we just like playing stuff like that. Again, I don't think it's the right way to play it, but it's fun for me for now. I'll probably just go back to playing normal like Gaimon OTK at some point, just because I think it's cooler that way. And also I have all my EX4 alt arts already, so I was ready. I prepared myself for this.
Oh yeah, saying I've been had them all the arts for it. I think with the new promo, I believe, and like the way Gaimon works, especially the EX4 one, and then if you have Melgreymon X, you can trash 3 security at once, basically.
You can do some fucking crazy shit.
Like besides checks, you got Melgreymon X that trashes, EX4 Gaimon trashes. I believe the new promo trashes.
Correct. So how the new promo works is it's a reboot blocker and then it's a taunt basically. So until your opponent's turn ends, one of your opponent's Digimon gains start of your main phase of Digimon attacks, and then this one attacks, right? So how it works is obviously you force an opponent to attack, then this one attacks, then it reboots, has blocker, and its all turns effect is when attack targets change, you trash your opponent's top security card. So you get to do a fun swing.
You really don't, technically, you don't even need to like touch the security, you just trash it all. But obviously, because it's Gaimon, you gotta swing.
And you gotta swing, baby.
You can easily just deal with the security so fast, though. It's really good, I think.
It's cool. I think that it's just like fun to play these like new cards. It's also nice to like have. I feel like Digimon's been putting out some pretty solid promo cards. Obviously, a lot of them are fucking crazy expensive, like the older ones. But it's just like it's cool that we're getting this shit now. Other than that, what else have I built? I think those are the two I've really been messing around with. I played some Galacticmon just because I've had that deck. I've had foil Venmons for like 3 years at this point.
Yeah.
So I felt like I had to just build it. It is really cool. I'm not gonna like. It's just not what I'm the most excited to play right now, I guess. But I think that like I'll end up looping back to it and being more excited about it in like a few weeks to a month or something, if that makes sense. Like right now I'm just high on like Greymon decks and Hunter support again because it's been a fucking minute. And then I'll probably like be like, all right, time to like play some other shit. And then I haven't built Cross yet, but I saw some people play Cross in TBL. And then obviously I played against Cross on like the sim and shit. That deck looks fucking crazy.
That deck is good again.
Dude,
I think who's not a fan of Cross myself. And I never really cared for the deck, and I've always been the antagonist of Cross, I guess you could say, especially during that time of like Black or Greymon when that deck was meta. Yeah. And it's good to see that it's back in the sense, like it's good to see that the deck is playable again in current standards. I should say, like I said, I never cared for it, but to see it do well and see the pop offs you can do with it, it's crazy. Because I teamed up with Gino. I've been playing against Gino. I've been watching him play in different decks. First different decks, I mean to say. And man, the new support from the BT20, the mix of BT19, made it really good. But man, the new one, the BT21 stuff with the new Omni Shout and the new Mikey, whoa, being able to just have Blitz Rush whenever you feel like it, so good. Gives early game aggression. It gives you another way to close out a game. The new option that says, I think it's like, don't turn your back or turn your back, something like that. It sucks early game. It's a brick in your hand early game. That's why you only see like one of, max two of. But that card late game is crap because when you have E-Cross 6, I think it's called. I think that's the new one that they use mainly with all the sources.
Yeah, the EX6.
Yeah, it's E-Cross 6. I guess the correct term of saying it. Basically what it does is it takes all the sources from that one, puts it underneath another tamer, and then you can like digi-cross with something else for like cheaper, I think it is. And then you just like do shenanigans. It's really good, really good. And obviously, on top of all that, I hate it, but it's a thing. They're running Voldar Arms, Chaosmon Voldar Arm as their level 7 top end because, hey, you're basically playing a level 6 for like 2-3 memory anyways, max. And then you go, all right, cool, cool board there. It would suck if I stun it, and you can't have on play effects. And then next turn, I pop the F off and kill you. You know what I'm saying? And so, really good deck.
It does do that. I think it's one of those situations where it's a deck that has been getting a steady stream of support now for quite a bit. BT10, BT11, BT12, I think.
I don't think I think 12. Did it 12?
I got Cross 7 Superior mode.
Oh, is that one that came? Okay, yeah. I know there's a gap.
They don't play that anymore now, I don't think, but
nah. I was gonna say I know there's a gap, and then they had like 1-2 cards sprinkled in like sets, and then
then
it was BT18 or 19, I should say.
BT19, yep. Yeah, just like random things that just helped it along the way. Yeah. But BT19 was the big drop for them, like with good cards, and then it just kept going.
Yeah, and then obviously BT21 with, Hero, aka, everything support.
Plus, and then obviously, like Meteor Rock Soul's a crazy card.
Oh my god! You unsuspend. You had to meet the requirements, so that's probably one of the few cards that is like you have to meet the full requirement to activate it. And not to activate, you can obviously activate it, but I'm saying to get the full effect. You need to have the Cross 7 or Cross EX6, whatever it is,
to do the unsuspended
star.
Yeah.
Yep. You need the shooting star models as well.
With the first part of the effect, the activate one of the effects below, I think that's just that you play one Crossheart trait Digimon. Like that is like just strong on its own. You just fuck it. I'm playing a card because then you can just get into rush with it. Then, like that's what's crazy about it. Is like you play that and then you just end up with a Digimon with rush at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's just fucking spicy. I think it's cool to see that deck like doing well again. Obviously, I'm like tiptoeing around like because there's other decks that are still in the meta that are just fucking insane. Still, like Magna X is crazy. Royal Knights is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Obviously,
ironically though, Crossheart has a really good matchup against Royal Knights.
Yeah, I mean, you just fucking you kind of just bum rush the fuck.
Not just the bum rush, but because E-Cross 6 has the blanket neg effect. So if you get the 5 colors, all right, cool. Play your Mechamon. I don't care. You auto die.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Obviously, Voldar Arm. You just I'm negating all your on play effects.
Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. And then Leviamon is another deck that I think I was talking about on TBL. Like Leviamon's always been like one of my weird pet decks that I never play. Like I was talking to Varney. I was like, I bet like max rarity over there. Like, and I don't play it. But it's always like a deck. It's not that I don't like playing it. It's just like I'm always fucking doing weird shit. But like if I was gonna start playing competitively again, well, I have Hunters now. But Leviamon's just a cool deck that's I feel like it's gonna be permanently good in the game until something power creeps it out. And God forbid whenever that happens, because that'll be insane.
I mean, I think it will get hit faster than it gets
I can see that.
Like, how do you power creep that thing? Like Leviamon, the first Leviamon is super good, right? Just
crazy.
You kill the highs and then lows, and then that thing swings for 2 checks anyways. And then you have Levi X that's like, all right, cool, I'll pop a tamer. Who cares? And then swings for 3 checks. Like, how do you power creep those? Because they made a second one. The second one was, all right, it's whatever. Like
the one that came out with
the 7th grade Demon Lords version.
Yeah. The EX7 was that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that card's not good.
It's okay, but like you're never gonna see a Leviamon deck, you know?
No, never.
I just don't see, unless they go, you know, Digimon style, where it's like board wipe, and then you're swinging 5 checks or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be like something to the extremes to like power creep that, because it's hard to power creep that. And a deck the way it is built, which is with the dog engine, protoforms and all that, all the memory gain, and like, you know, the resource management you could do with that deck pretty easily. And then Leviamon going, I'll swing 3 checks, unsuspend 3 checks. All right, you got anything to answer me? Psych, you played a tamer, you dummy. Guess what? I'll go into another Levi X or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got so much you can do with that deck.
You got anything to answer me? No? All right, slapdick.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Your opponent, like something happens, some security, and you have to play a Digimon. GG, brother.
Yeah, facts. Oh man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When you have to buy exit and trash, and you're like, please pray to God there's no tamer security. Please pray to God there's no tamer security.
GG, brother. Yeah, that shit's crazy. But what about you, sir? What have you been experimenting with besides Purple Hybrid and Adventure? What are your takes?
Purple Hybrid is still going to be meta relevant in my opinion when it comes to that. I think Adventure is going to be, or is meta relevant. I think, because we're unified, I feel like we're in a wild west right now. There's just so many. This set made so many decks that were, you know, they were okay. They weren't bad at any standards. Like Hunters was never a bad deck. It was just a matter of it got like outspeed, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it just needed ways to, you know, catch up, and it would be a good deck again. AKA, that's what happened with BT21. You got a second Arrestramon. You got a second Superior Mode. That Superior Mode, in my opinion, is arguably as good or better as the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
that's
think
how good it is.
It's really good. I don't think it's better than the original, but it's really good for the deck.
For sure. Being able to, you know, get the Toggeru that just instant 2 colors. You don't have to worry about having a Mikey on board as well for the deck. You can play it obviously, but it's not as needed. You're not, you know, reliant on it. You can do so much. And again, I saw Happy yesterday. Gino went, all right, cool. I'm gonna swing, you know, way faster than it used to. 3 checks easily. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, the end of turn attacks again, another 3 checks or whatever. Hunters is back with full support. Like Gamamon, I was joking about Gamamon, right? Like it was always been like a table 500 deck, right? Like it was tier, I don't know, it's 10. But man, that deck became really good. You know, became, you know, I don't know, tier 3 deck maybe or something. Like it's playable, right? Like if you were to go into a regional, you wouldn't be like, oh my god, you're playing Gamamon. Like you'd be like, oh okay, like it's Gamamon. It's a rogue choice. You know what I'm saying? Shine Greymon. This is one of my biggest things I've been playing. Shine Greymon. Oh my god, the combos you can do with it. It's so beautiful. The not having to rely. I mean, now you have to rely on the new stuff to pop off sometimes, but not having to rely on having your tamer set up already to pop off is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Being able to go turn 0, Evo to Agumon, Evo Geo Greymon, Next turn, your opponent does whatever. Your turn happens. Raise Geo Greymon. I'm a hard slam Marcus. Before, we didn't like hard slam Marcus. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to play it off the Rise Greymon or Geo Greymons. Now it's like, bet. I'm a hard slam this Marcus. I don't care if I pass turn. Geo Greymon effect. When you play a Marcus on board, you can evo into Rise Greymon for free. Effect of the new Rise Greymon. Give your Marcus, make your Marcus into a Digimon. Give it Rush and Alliance. Then this Digimon may swing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And then if that's the BT12 one, you swing, you suspend your, obviously your Rise Greymon, gain whatever suspending effects. That Marcus now can evo that Rise Greymon into BT12 Shine Greymon. And now you're doing 3 checks in turn 2. And you just put instant pressure on them. And now if you're a player that has like the burst mode, you're already set up for ace burst mode play. You're right. All right, you're gonna come swing at me? Bad burst mode ace. I'm gonna play another Marcus, neg 10k to your Digimon. What do you do now? Next turn, you're set up for game, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do so many cool different combos. Even combos like I wasn't even thinking of when I've been like play testing and testing it out. Like, I end up having like perfect board state. You go Evo Agu in the back, play Agumon. Your next turn, if you have like 3 memories, some shit, right? You raise the other Agu. You go Evo into new Geo Gray. Evo the other Agu into the BT12 Geo Gray. Play Marcus. That's a 2-cost play. And then you just pop off. Evo Rise, pop off, swing, whatever. You know, you could go. If you don't have new Rise Greymon, you could go BT13 Rise and then play another Marcus off of it. So, you know, you do that same combo with the Geo Gray, play Marcus, Evo to the Rise Gray, play another Marcus. Now you're set up for the next turn with 2 Marcuses and a Rise Gray. Man, like the combos just feel crazy. So much so, I'm thinking of cutting BT13 Rise down. That's how much I think the new stuff is so good. Which is crazy to think.
One of my favorite things with that new Geo Gray is its effect is all turns.
Correct.
So,
yes.
So if that shit plays out, like if they attack your security, obviously, and that's on the field, and you like whatever you placed a Marcus there because it was deleted or something, because it goes to the top of your security stack. Like you get to evo into a Rise Greymon on their turn.
100%.
Spicy.
Really good.
Spicy.
The only thing I wish the deck has, like, I'm asking, I guess probably asking a lot, but I wish there was a Shine Gray Ace in the deck.
I was just gonna say,
that's what the deck feels like it needs, because there's no real counterplay for that deck, right? It's just like you just OTK to F out someone and call it a day and put the pressure on them instantly if you have like the opening hand that you want. That's the only thing I wish it had. But besides that, I'm happy with like the new Shine Gray. If BT12 Shine Gray didn't give Marcus a second attack +1, I would probably play that new Shine Greymon as a 4 of. That's how good it is. First,
Shine Greymon's spicy.
It has raid. I believe it has piercing.
I don't think it has piercing on it.
No piercing, but it's just raid, right?
Yeah.
On Evo, pop a 9k lower in a deck that negs pretty easy. And then when attacking, to spend one of your Marcuses, obviously that means you get more effects off of Marcuses, right? And then this Digimon getting second attack +1 and 3k. So now you're a 15k without any other boost. A 15k 2-check Shine Greymon. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good. Oh, you get piercing from the new Marcus. I forgot that's what it was.
Yes. Yep.
It's just so good. The Agumon's a warper, so if your opponent has a level 6 or higher, you can warp into a Shine Greymon. Or you got 3 colors, but you're not gonna have 3 colors for that, obviously. And I had a play where I did it. I warped to. I was like, oh, that's Quartzmon. That's level 7. I'm gonna warp into the Shine Greymon because I'm missing a Rise Greymon. You gave me 5 on accident. Pop off now because I could go Shine Gray, neg something to death, and go burst mode instantly for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do a lot of cool things, man. Such cool stuff. I think I've been tinkering with this in my mind. I don't know how you feel about this, Mike, but I think we can bring back BT12 Marcus and use that as a better extender now because of the Geogray effect. You don't need to rely on playing, having your Geogray or Rise Greymon play your Marcuses. And so that's a memory gainer. You're going to gain memory every single time. So yeah, it's just free memory to potentially extend your plays and do things like a play you could do. If you have 3 memory, have that Geogray, play Marcus before, obviously that passes turn. But if you go into that BT12 Rise, you gain a memory, you keep turn, which could potentially, matter. Go into Shine Greymon, you know what I'm saying? Like you do some stuff with it potentially, I think.
No, it could definitely matter. I think that's like that matters, I think.
Yeah, especially in today's world, right? Sometimes one memory goes a long way.
Dude, holy shit, yes it does.
And so like that's definitely something I'm thinking of. I don't know if I will actually do it, but I'm definitely gonna play test at least on the sim with it to see how it feels and go from there. What are decks? Galacticmon. So I said I was gonna go on like a little galactic tangent. There was I'm not gonna say if they did say, but rumors that another podcaster team said the new Galacticmon stuff is trash. They said that
what?
Ragnarok Cannon ain't shit, and that you're a bad player if you get Ragnarok Cannon.
You're a bad player if you get Ragnarok Cannon. Have they read what the new Galactic does?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm here to tell you, dog, you are so wrong in so many levels. Yeah, sure, if you're Magna X, I mean, cool, you won't get blown up, but guess what? If that's the only thing on your board, Ragnarok Cannon still pops off because it doesn't kill anything. You're still going to lose all that security. You know what I'm saying? So, you're wrong. New Galacticmon is now a meta contender deck. It is going to pop your opponent's tamers in a format where tamers are heavy again. Hunters is back in the format. I don't know, I don't know if you want to put a tier 1 or not, but Hunters is a meta contender. Crossheart is, in my opinion, not a road deck anymore. It is back in the limelight as a heavy tamer deck. Purple Hybrid is still a thing. Red Hybrid can still be a thing. We saw Red Hybrid pop off in our TBL. What else as a Adventure?
So many decks. Adventure. Well, dude, even
Hero.
Imperial still.
Imperial, yeah.
Bro, there's a ton of decks that really rely on tamers still,
there's
bro.
So many tamer heavy reliant decks in today's format. And a deck that can easily deal with tamers is already a plus, right? Promo Destro is so goated. You can eat like off rib, you can pop a 4K 4 cost tamer, no problem. But with all the new support, I seen a cost worth of tamers being popped. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to me. And then new Galactic is old Galactic but on crack. You play a Ragnarok Cannon, you use a Ragnarok Cannon. It's not even you place it in security. Not even you place it. You use the effect of Ragnarok Cannon to pop something.
I'm just confused, I guess, on the on why they think it's trash, because you can literally, like, after it's placed and after the delay, right? Your next turn, let's say you go in, you could literally go into a promo Destromon and pop all of their lower play cost things on the field.
Exactly.
And then Ragnarok Cannon them to 1 security stack left.
And that was from my understanding. I didn't listen to it. I'm just going off of hearsay. And they said that you can play around it easily by playing bodies. All right, great. This is my thinking when it comes to that, right? If I'm forcing you to play bodies, that means I'm taking you out of your game plan of your deck. Yeah. All right, cool. You gonna play extra bodies to waste that memory? Great, thank you. Especially if it's not free, you know what I'm saying? You're playing bodies because you know that's gonna happen. All right. How easy is it to go Vemon into a Snatch into a Destro and then go pop the board, potentially Evo for free off of all that, and then go swing Galactic. I'll pop Ragnar, kill your security, and then affect the Zenith. Will digivolve something or whatever, and then unsuspend switch the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially since we witnessed that in live and TBL that happening. You don't ever have to swing security until you're ready to, unless you know certain situations. Sometimes I am worried about Galactic players because I already saw this immediately with Barney. That were like, I need to Ragnarok cannon and I shouldn't have to swing. And he made a huge misplay that it didn't cost him the game fully, but if he would have played against a deck that was more a stronger deck, he would have lost because he refused to swing with a Venmon when he knew when he had only 3 sources to place underneath the Ragnarok, underneath Galactimon, and he evoed into the Galactic and then realized he only had 3 sources and didn't do the effect. If he had a Venmon on board, if he would have swung the Venmon, it would have died to security potentially, which it most likely would have. He would have had the 4 sources immediately because that was like turn 2, I think, for him. All right, cool. Now he has 4 sources put underneath Ragnarok cannon. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm afraid that people are like going to be like too narrow-minded on the plays because they're going to be like, I need to do the Ragnarok cannon. I shouldn't swing because I could ruin my stack or something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to do it because your game plan, your board state is not where it needs to be at, you know?
I think for some reason people also just, and I don't know why, but I saw this at Nationals with the old Galactic. They just completely forget the start of the main phase effect that Galactic has. Yeah. The new Galactic literally deletes a body, like just deletes a Digimon.
Starter main.
Does not matter what, it just deletes one of your opponent's Digimon. You choose, right? So, okay, it's your turn. Your opponent, reasonably, like you put your opponent to 3. How many bodies are they fucking playing to stop you from Ragnarok cannon?
Exactly. 2
bodies? Are they gonna rookie you? Are they gonna raise rookie? Like whatever amount of bodies that you think that they're playing against you, whatever. If it's 2 bodies, you literally can start your main phase, Galactimon deletes, Promo Destramon deletes. What are you like? You're not like, I don't see how the thought process is like, oh, I'll just go wider. You're not getting infinite memory. You don't just get to dump your hand on the field. I mean, I understand some decks are going to be able to flood better than others, but like, I don't think that that's a solid game. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
And like, if you talk about maybe like Gallant, all right, cool. Like, you're unaffected by Digimon effects when the memory is at 0 or less for yourself or whatever it is. If that's the case, like, I will gladly wait a turn and just go Ragnarok cannon. It's only 6 costs. Like, if you have one in your hand and just use it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's certain things you can play around, no problem. And even if it's Magna X, I think, you don't even have to do it. I believe you have to, what the delay effect is, you kill something. If you don't kill something, you trash security, right?
Correct.
Right.
So it's delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. And then if it didn't delete, you trash the top cards of your opponent's security stack so that there's one.
Right. So like that's that option could easily kill. All right, maybe, you know, I'm not going for game at this point, but I can just deal with Gallant X, no problem. Still, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ways you can out certain things in that deck because it's very versatile, right? You also have Digivolve in the deck, so you can get rid of that way and then pop or something. You know, it's a lot of different things you can do, and it's not hard to get to the Galactimon at all. I think it's definitely a meta contender deck, and it needs to. I'll be honest, if you're a tamer heavy deck, that deck puts fear in your heart instantly.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Other decks I've been playtesting. That is it at the moment that I've currently built myself and playtested. I will be testing Medusamon, like actual Medusamon deck. I think there's legs to it. I think obviously, like you had the first line of support, and then you have the secondary line of support, which is not as good, but Cyberdramon is really good, in my opinion. And I think there's other stuff you can facilitate for now until we get more support that like works with it. I think you could just easily put Sec Attack +1 Greymon in it, and it would do just fine with it. And you're not, you know, feeling like, man, the support sucks or something like that. It's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do an extra check. Great. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think of it. And then obviously you could just probably throw an Omni X at the end too, like as a 7. Like
I feel like progress is too good of a keyword for it to not end up a good deck at some point.
Exactly. Right? So I'm
like, oh, you can't ace me? I don't like fuck you.
Yeah, like, right. I'm willing to put in the time and like play test Medusamon as a deck, not like, you know, what we've been seeing where Medusamon is potentially getting thrown into Galaxy already, or like the deck you mentioned, because I've seen that already. Not even just you talking about Mike, but like other people trying it with like the low end Medusa stuff with the top end Gaomon, and stuff like that. So I'm excited to play that because it's going for me. It's like going to be the first like red deck in a while besides like Greymon stuff that I've played, because I never really cared for red hybrid, and I don't care about Gallon because Gallon is a secondary you know, Digimon compared to Greymon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you're a hater for real. I ain't gonna lie. That is hate talk,
that's legit just for like the overly Gallon fans. You know what I'm saying? Because they're funny sometimes. You know.
I get it.
But what else? I want to try, like they're already calling like Hero Slop. I want to try that and like my version and see how like my ideas of what I think that makes that deck work and see if that does. What else? Oh, speaking of I forgot to mention before, right? The LM stuff. They got some really good cards. They have the new Regulusmon, I think it's called, which is the new Deep Saver card, which is, I think, is really good. I already seen, I think it's Galaxy Play or something like that. I was like, stop it. I hate you, Galaxy. Just go away.
I cannot believe that engine has not been fucking murdered.
I can't believe it either. Like, ain't no way it misses it. It dodges on a ban list, right? Just no way.
I think it's gonna, dude. I don't know. It's so weird.
I agree. I think that card is like super good. You could trash security or like bounce security to your opponent's hand, like if you have one or more memory, and then one or less does something else. I don't remember right now, but I think it's really good. The new Valkyremon, I think is also really good too. Like I want to rebuild, because I had the Sylphimon deck built. Like I got a max rarity too. That was a deck I was like, yo, these R's are sick, and I want to try this, and I max raried it. So like I have like the 4 Sylphimons. The 4 Valk Ace AAs, not the SPs, unfortunately. So mid-max rarity, we could call it. That new Valk is so good. It's like if it deletes or bomb decks AK or lower or something like that, and then when attacking, something happens. If it doesn't happen, you gain second attack +1. I gotta look it up now because I sound retarded.
I gotta look it up now.
Valk. I got it. Here we are.
Hurry it up, Daniel. Hurry up. So you're on a time crunch.
I know. I found it. Evo 3. So it's when Digivolving, Blitz, solid. When Digivolve, when attacking, return one of your opponent's Digimon with AK or less to the bottom of the deck. If this effect didn't return the Digimon, gain second attack +1. That's what it was. And then your turn, Digimon attack target can't change. So I think that's a low-key solid card, right? What else? Dark Dramon Ace, really good. I'm excited to test it because purple decks never had a good ace, in my opinion. They had a couple things here and there, but they were like where I was like, damn, I really gotta play this. You know, like Grand Quagga was alright. Myota's Ace, trash for the most part. Melga, trash. Ibamumon, trash. Like all the purple aces were bad. So I'm excited to see that.
That Darkramon is spicy, bro.
Yeah. There's the new Ghoulmon, which is like an ace. It has an unleashing effect only, basically, and it's ace. It's so weird, but it works for like a Barbamon deck. But it's like, meh, it's weird. And there was another one, I think. Makomon's Mega. It looks really good. I think that's something 3 Great Angel players should definitely try out because I think it's that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool. It's exciting to see us be on the same plane as JP, and I'm noticing some English players are not good at building decks because they don't have the copy and paste mechanic of JP.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because I've been noticing that.
No, I mean, a lot of people
players are not
everything.
good at like figuring out how to build a deck that's new and stuff like that.
No, I mean, yeah, I think absolutely it's a real thing. I mean, a lot of players just net deck everything anyways, so they can't look at a card pool and be like, oh, this works good with this works good with this. And I think a lot of people end up just playing really bad cards because they don't know how to experiment either. Like, sometimes the cards that are in the set, right, aren't the cards you should be playing for the deck.
Yeah.
And I think that people just look at it and they're like, well, Bandai made it all in one set, so it's got to be what's supposed to be played together. You got to play this. Like, no, it's not how you do it. So I think that's probably part of the issue. I'm going to wait and see how things flesh out because it is pretty brand new still. But I've been seeing so many like just deck lists, and I'm like, man, why the fuck are you playing that, bro? Like, what are you doing?
This is the first, I guess, because we don't have JP to like fall back on. But I feel like some of these deck lists that I'm seeing like pop up that are like, you know, here's a locals list, or like people are just making decks or whatever. And I'm just like, what crack you on?
No, dude, I feel the same exact way. Like,
I've seen
like,
some purple
just looking on like, yeah.
I see some post ban hit purple hybrid lists. I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do this to yourself? Why would you make yourself? Why would you run this? Like, this doesn't, like, it works, but like, it just doesn't work well, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, scrolling through Digimon meta, I'm like, I guess you could play that, but like, there's way better options. What are we doing here? Like, there's way better cards. There's way better date. Like, why are your level 4s are weird? Your megas are weird. Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's just like complete chaos. Like, looking at some of these, like, and even some of like, obviously Digimon meta is like decks that like did first place, second place, third place. They're not, you know, regionals or anything. A lot of them are just like online tournaments, locals, whatever. But still, I'm like, how the fuck what were the other people playing?
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm bad at building decks, and maybe I think that, you know, like, I'm like, what is happening? Like, and even it's funny because like, it's like, because it's unified, like, even the decks that I feel like shouldn't have really changed, like, have been around in the meta, I'm seeing people play weird shit. Like Magnamon. I'm like, why are you playing that? Like, why did you change that out of your list? Why are you playing that in Magnamon? Or like,
well, I do like what BT21 brought to Armor Rush, where you can play like regular OG style Armor Rush.
Oh yeah, in
a better way, obviously. And I'm actually gonna rebuild that because I used to play Armor Rush back in the day.
I remember.
And I even played it when we got the first Magna X, but like when it became the second Magna X, where it was just build a wall and then like, haha, you can't do anything. Or that's legit, that was all you play. It was just so, I didn't even want to play it because it was just so boring. Like, all right, cool. I got this giant wall. You can't do anything, but I don't really do much at times either. Like, if I would have played that deck, I would have thrown in 4 fire rocks and be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna swing 4 checks every time. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have done something super aggro for that because it's like, why would you not? But the way people built it, and it was just so, you know, I'm gonna build this wall and call it a day and just not do anything.
Dude, have you seen? I mean, I think you have seen the price of the new Flame Dramon. Not the new Flame Dramon. The Flame Dramon promo.
Flame Dramon, yeah, $100. Yeah,
$100. Get out of here, bro. Oh my god, bro. I know that's getting a reprint soon.
It is.
I just don't know when.
In that LM, the new LM reprint set.
Billion Bullet or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the right name, Billion Bullet.
I think so.
But I'm excited. I don't know. This is one of the first sets in Digimon that's gotten me really excited in quite a bit.
Digimon is good.
Oh yeah. Dude, that's yeah. I think with the Magigimon's good though because it's just like a fucking weird
a mix of the new Gallon support with Magidra. Yeah.
You just play you play the Magigimon, but I don't think the Magigimon's was doing the heavy lifting. I mean, like it.
Oh no, it is. Just, you board wipe. It's a dark hole.
I know. I know.
Gallon off of it.
It's the rest of the cards, though. I feel like, or what? Like I don't know. I might be on crack.
I think you might be on crack on that one.
I could be on crack on that one. I feel like the rest of the deck is what helps that card be cracked.
Oh yeah. Because you run some of the similar Gallon support in it, and then you just build up into the Magidra, and you I think it's you swing 2 checks. I think there's an inherited to trash security, I believe now, and then end of attack, you delete everything.
Delete all Digimon.
Yeah, just dark hole the board, and then
on deletion,
you can play out. Is it Guilmon or Gallimon? I don't remember.
Guilmon or Groundmon.
Gotcha. Okay, so then you play it out. You can play the Rush Guilmon, get another check in, play Rush Gallimon, you do some stuff, you know what I'm saying? You do. I've just seen that deck pop up. Yeah. Spicy, I'm excited to play it. I want to try with the OG for me because I used to love that, the OG Magidramon. I was thinking of all right, we'll play that and then play promo Gallimon and then effect. You pop the Magidramon. And then you play out the BT13 Gallon, and then you just have 2 double Gallons on board already. I don't know. Just some shit. I don't know. I definitely want to try some things with it. But yeah, and then for us, we got regionals coming up too for this BT20. I'm excited to see what top 16s are looking like because again, we don't have JP to fall back on, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a Wild Wild West early on. And then we'll see the format really flesh out, and you will see what those really the real top dogs are in those in the format. Because we had this format for a while now. I think it's for until June, July, I believe it is.
Yeah,
that's
we're in
the EX set comes out. So we're here for a bit. Excited times for us for sure. I know for us, Varney, Gino and I, we have all store regionals coming up in May. Legit, it's back to back to back for us. I think Varney's gonna miss one, but we're gonna be playtesting, grinding a lot. I'm sure if you're in our Discord, you'll hear us be like, "Yo, y'all trying to playtest?" Because we're just trying to grind some games out and see if we can, we're gonna try to win those. We want our Nats invites. I don't know if Mike. Did you get into the Virginia Beach one or Virginia, whatever it is?
I didn't.
We're coming down crashing, baby. We're coming down
Virginia
crashing.
Beach, bro.
June, July.
That's Virginia Beach far as fuck from me.
No, I don't know what it was. I'm sorry. I forgot what it was. Virginia. It was somewhere in Virginia though.
I just went to Virginia Beach for a One Piece regional recently.
Yeah.
I did not. I actually applied to get into I think the Harrisburg regionals, and I got in, but then I was like, I'm not gonna go, so I canceled my
this guy. Invite.
But I think I don't know. I mean, I'll put myself on the wait list. Maybe I'll fuck around.
We're on the Harrisburg store regional, so if y'all want to say what's up to us while you're there, come through, say what's up. I'm sure we'll be playtesting. Playing y'all, whatever. So. Don't catch us in mid games. We might not want to talk,
He said you might want to talk.
That's for sure. With that being said, any parting words, Mike, for the peoples? The peoples need to hear Mike's words.
Wrap it before you tap it, baby.
As always, wrap it before you tap it. I'm gonna say I think it's exciting times for Digimon. 2025 is a lit year for Digimon, and we just gotta keep up rolling with it and keep learning. We're in Wild Wild West now, and enjoy the format, grow with it, you know what I'm saying, and have fun with it for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for this set too, and I'm excited for the feature and all the new stuff. So
hell yeah,
I'm ready.
All right, with that being said, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.